Okay, I'm Terry from Bed and Biscuits Boarding and Training Facility, and this is Jasper. And Jasper's done very, very well. He's extremely well behaved. He gets excited, but he does very, very well. I've got just like a 4-foot leash here, but you can have anything from a 4 to a 6-foot leash. I've got a prong collar here that I'm using. This is his own collar. I usually take them off, but he doesn't need much correction. But this prong collar helps when he's pulling. But he won't need that much longer, and you won't have to have the prong collar eventually. I'm gonna basically, when we return, we're gonna do about 4 or 5 different exercises: the heel unleash, the sit stay, the down stay, and the recall. And I'm gonna explain the hand signals as well as the verbal commands as we go through it. So when we return, we'll come back to the heel unleash. Good boy. Okay, like I say, 4 to 6 foot leash. Dog will always be at your left side. Through all these exercises, the dog will always be at your left side, okay? We're gonna start out with the dog in a sit. The hand signal to sit, he's already sitting, but the hand signal to sit is just bring your hand up like this. As long as he can see that, he knows what that means. I usually tell him to sit as well as give him a verbal command, a hand signal at the same time. That way, he knows, whether he's watching or listening or both, he knows both commands. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just don't pull the dog like this. You don't keep it tight. You're gonna keep it loose like this and walk him. And as the leash, if it gets tight, he's going somewhere other than with you. It's just this collar is used for correction. It's a pull and release, real quick pull and release, not very hard, and he listens, he responds to that very well. If he doesn't pull and he's walking along beside you, keep it nice and loose. That's his reward, is to keep this leash loose. So let's see how he does. I'm gonna tell him to heel as I take my first step. Okay, Jasper, heel. Good boy. Good boy. When you stop, he should. If he doesn't, good boy. He usually sits. If he doesn't, I just give him the hand signal, tell him to sit. Heel. Good boy. If he's heeling and not pulling and doing a good job like this, tell him, good boy. He loves to hear that. That's as good a reward as you can get for him. Sit. Good boy. Exercise finished. Praise your dog. Okay, this is going to be Jasper's sit stay. Again, sit. Next hand signal, tell him to stay, is the palm of your hand in his face and tell him to stay as you walk out to the end of your leash. You're just going to stand out there for maybe 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and then return. Come all the way back to this position right here, just as if when you left him, you were in this position. Release him. You need to be the one to release him, otherwise he will start to anticipate. When you practice it at home, you'll be on your way back to him and he'll get up. You're going to have a better, more well-trained dog if you learn, or he learns actually, to be released by you instead of when he wants to be released. Okay, let's try it. Sit, stay, 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 stay. Exercise finished. Praise your dog. Okay, this is going to be his down stay. It's going to be very similar to the sit stay. You're going to start him out in a sit, turn and face him, then you're going to put your finger right to the ground as you tell him to down. Don't tell him any more than twice. If he goes down the first time, that's great. But if you need to tell him a second time, go ahead and tell him. But then if he doesn't listen, you're going to grab the leash where it hooks to the collar, and as you tell him a third time, pull him gently to the ground, but you probably won't even have to do that. If you do, it's very gentle. And then tell him to stay, the hand signal to stay, walk out to the end of your leash. But don't be in a rush. When you walk out, go slow. Stay, stay. If you just take off walking the end of your leash, he's gonna probably think that he's supposed to heel with you and he'll follow you. So don't do that, just take your time. Sit, good boy, down, stay, stay, stay. 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 Exercise finished. Good boy, Jasper. Good boy. Exercise finished. Good. Okay, this is going to be Jasper's recall. Again, he's in a sit at your left side. Telling him to stay. Reinforce the stay as you walk out to the end of your leash. Then your last hand signal you need to learn is the come. You bring your hand to your chest as you tell him to come. Use his name, tell him to come, and he should come to you. Hopefully he's going to sit at my feet. But basically we're just at this point trying to get him to come to you when you call him. Sit, stay, stay. Jasper, come. Exercise finished, praise your dog. Okay, for a conclusion, Jasper's done really, really good. I know you're going to work with him a lot. I was very impressed when you came to visit him. You're doing a great, great job. Much better than the average owner that comes in to pick up their dog and for me to help them work with their dog. So there's no doubt in my mind with how smart the dog is and how much interest and how much you're putting into it, you're going to have a really, really great dog. He's just going to do nothing but get better and better. So I'm actually excited for him and for you. It's good to see that. Going through doorways, I put him in a sit, tell him to stay. I open up the door first, and then I tell him to come, doing a recall. He already expects that, coming in and out of the doors every time I do it. He might try you at home, your front door or whatever, if he's been used to going out that or whatever. I would make him, even the back door, every door you go in or out of the house or whatever, I would make him sit and stay and then call him through it after you come through it first. So anyway, little things like that. The jumping, he's doing very good with me. I think he was doing much better with you guys too when he came to visit, but it's just off. If he goes to jump, it's just off, good boy. And hold him down like this and just pet him, get him all his attention, all 4 feet are on the ground. He's learned with me in 3 or 4 days that I didn't accept the jumping, and he's done great. So he's been a real easy keeper. I've enjoyed him. I'm gonna miss him. Anyway, if you want to do the off leash later on, I think he would be very capable of it. Thank you very much.